My name is Melanie Brummer. My company is Slipstream Fabric Finishes. I'm here at HobbyX to launch my new book, Contemporary Dyecraft. It's a complete resource to teach people how to work with dyes and make their own fabrics in all the colors of the rainbow. I'm here with my publisher, Metz Press.
Metz Press is a small independent publishing company. We started in '93 with one book, which was my husband's textbook. But eventually I branched very strongly into craft books because that's where the demand seemed to be. And somehow all these wonderful, wonderful craft people come to me when they want to do books. And we all seem to work very well together.
Well, I'm passionate about all crafts, but I run a studio in Cape Town on Devil's Peak, and I teach fabric painting. And then obviously my big passion is pewter. And then I also have children's classes, which is fantastic because I probably learn more from them than they do from me because their minds are still free. They're not worried about, does this color match? Do you like it? Will it match my bedroom? They're just open and free. So I get a lot of my inspiration from them and probably quite a few of my grey hairs. The books, I've done 2 books. The first one was Easy Pewter Projects and then Pewter It. I've been fortunate, they've both done very well and both of them have gone international. And then here at HobbyX I'm busy launching the how-to DVD, which is quite exciting for us, and it's all the beginners exercises. So it's like taking a workshop home with you and you can watch close up how everything works.
What started out to be hobbies for us turned into writing 6 books in total, and we're busy writing another one. When I talk about we, I have a partner, Debbie, who I've done all the books with, and our latest book that we're about to do is on mosaics. But we've done sort of various crafts ranging from decoupage to scrapbooking to general crafts. Mostly what we're interested in. We got involved with crafts as a hobby, but then realized more and more people wanted to get involved. I also live down in Knysna in the coast, so I'm not in this area. There was nothing available, so the books worked well for us as well.
So our focus is very, very, very much on pushing South African authors, South African crafts, South African talent. We've sold probably 60% of our craft books. We've sold rights to international publishers, and they are so complimentary about the South African artists, the South African crafters, and their very, very special and unique talent. And those books all do very, very well.
I've been working on contemporary Dyecraft for more than 10 years. I started writing the manuscript in 2001. I walked into various craft shops to try to figure out which publisher I would like to go with. And every time I held a Metz Press book in my hands, I thought this is what I wanted to be. I then spent 8 years trying to get in with Metz Press. One day I did a show in Cape Town and I met a lady there called Francie Snyman.
My absolute passion is any crafts. My relationship with Metz Press comes from 1992 when I published my first Tiedye Parties book. I've done also cardboard craft and cross stitch, but my latest hobby is beading. And I've published the Jewellery in a Jiffy, and the next one will be published in June this year, more Jewellery in a Jiffy.
She said to me, wouldn't you like to do a book? And I said to her, absolutely, I'm working on one. And Francie said to me, I've actually got a publisher and I can put you in touch with her. So 6 months later, I'm doing Keen on Crafts in Pretoria, and a blonde lady walks up to me and she reaches out her hand. She says, my name is Metz. Would you like to write a book for me? My sister Francie has told me all about you. And that was where the journey began. A couple of months later, we signed the contract, and about 18 months later, the book became real. Marianne Fazler has been kind enough to write the foreword for my book. In years gone by, when I did work for the fashion industry, she was the first fashion designer to give me a chance to manufacture for them. So it was only fitting that she write the foreword for the book. We go at the start of the book, we've got some basic techniques, some basic information so that people can understand how to work with dye. basic materials that are available in your home. There's nothing, I've tried to make it for everybody, accessible to everybody. So we've used basic equipment, and then we've started with simple techniques that children can do, and then we've moved on to more complicated stuff.